guys? Welcome back to the With Fikayo podcast. I am your host, Fikayo, and thank you guys so much for having me in your ears. How are you? We are at the third week of January. How is 2026 going? For those that are listening to you right as this episode drops, I know that there's a snowstorm supposed to happen in Maryland. How are y'all doing on the East Coast? I hope you guys are keeping warm. How is school? I know school is about to start. How are y'all? How is your heart? How is your mind? How are y'all's walks if you're a Christian? How are you guys? How's life treating you? How does life feel for you? For me, I'm okay. I am doing a lot of learning and a lot of growing in this season. In this season as well, I'm working really hard to put away distractions. I am trying to ensure that I'm building good and healthy habits, and I'm trying to love more, and also experience love deeper. And that by itself has even been changing the way I'm experiencing life because I'm opening myself up to receiving more love, which has been very nice as well. Yeah, in this episode, I think we're going to talk about my favorites lately. I had a busy week this week and I didn't know exactly what this episode was going to look like, but I promised to myself that I would be consistent. So I said, even though I don't know what this episode might look like, I'm going to put something together and we are going to post. We're going to record and we are going to post on Saturday because Fikayo, you promised to be consistent. So here I am, being consistent and grateful for you listening to this episode. So today we are going to talk about my favorites lately. I think that would be fun. And I don't know, in the comments, wherever you're listening to this with, leave your favorites as well. As I'm going through my favorites and I'm going through the different sections, leave yours as well. Tell me what you guys are loving right now. Tell me who and what you guys are listening to. And please feel free to be interactive with this episode. So the very first one that I'm going to start with is books. So you guys know I am a reader. In fact, that is my main source of entertainment. And I got a Kindle this Christmas, y'all. So I have been reading. But I have recently been reading a lot of Lisa C's books. I think I have read 4 of her books back to back. And all I can say is she is a phenomenal author and writer. Not only are her books and her stories just absolutely captivating, but also the writing is some of the most beautiful writing that you will ever see. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is like me. But I am often in awe of how much beauty words can contain. And sometimes I feel like I experience words and language a little differently than other people because how did your mind think to construct that kind of sentence? Or like, how did your mind think to be able to convey this emotion in these words? Like, how did you do that? A concept that I learned from Lisa C's books is mother love. And it's the love that a mother has for her children. And within that love, it's not just love, but it is sacrifice. It is pain. It is the beauty it holds and encapsulates the beauty of true, genuine love, but also fear for the amount of love that you have for this person that makes you just afraid of like yourself, afraid of the world, afraid of them, afraid of I like how you guys, this is something that I constantly explore, and I'm not a linguist, but I just think it is just so beautiful, and it's incredible how we are able to articulate emotions into words. And there are feelings, like, do you realize that there are feelings that you experience that you don't even have the words to be able to articulate what they are? I just, I just, I can't. Let me see if I can find a quote from one of her books that, yeah, let me see. Hold on just one second. So, my most recent book by Lisa C is called Shanghai Girls. I just finished that this week. And I'm going to read a couple of quotes from her book, and here's one of them. So often we are told that women's stories are unimportant. After all, what does it matter what happens in the main room, the kitchen, or the bedroom? Who cares about the relationship between mother, daughter, and sister? A baby's illness, the sorrows of childbirth, keeping the family together during war, poverty, and even the best of days are considered small and insignificant compared with the stories of men who fought against nature to grow their crops, who wage battles to secure their homelands, who struggle to look inward in search of the perfect man. We're told that men are strong and they're brave, but I think women know how to endure, accept defeat, bear mental and physical agony much better than men. The men in my life, then she lists the men in her life, all face these battles, but their hearts, so fragile, wilted, buckled, crippled, corrupted, broke, or shattered when it was confronted with losses women face every day. Our men try to act strong, but it's May, Joy, Yen Yen, and I who must steady them and help them bear their pain, anguish, and their shame. Now, it's me again, but don't get me wrong. I'm not a man hater, okay? But honestly, and just to be frank, I don't think people talk about what happens in a woman's inner world enough. Like, I think that society makes it seem like being a woman is just to be a flower. It's just to be beautiful. It's just to be. But we forget that flowers sit in between storms. Like, your stem has to be very, very strong in order for you, when the sun comes out, to look very beautiful. Now, we don't talk about that strength. We don't talk about that endurance. We don't talk about that resilience that flowers have. They just look beautiful. And I love books that explore this. I love books that don't just make it seem like being a woman is easy. I love books that explore the emotional complexities of this fact. Oh my goodness. And Lisa C does a beautiful job in all of her books that I have read to explore just the complexity of being a woman. And do you know what that does for me as a young woman? It validates me. It validates me because I know I am someone who I feel very deeply and I think very intensely. So to read books like this, where these women have some type of mental strength, not even mental strength, but books where Lisa C has been able to narrate her characters in a way that they are so in tune with who they are. Obviously, she's an author, right? So obviously it's like disconnect, blah blah blah. But I just love the amount of awareness that Lisa C is able to bring to her characters, because that same level of awareness I'm able to bring into my life as well. I am going to read maybe two more quotes, because in this specific book we follow the sister well we follow the relationship of sisters. And you guys maybe know I only have sisters, so stories that only follow sisters too, I am very captivated by, because that's my life, right? So hold on, I'm about to share it. Hold on. May and I are sisters. We'll fight, but we'll always make up as well. That's what sisters do. We argue, we point out each other's fragilities, mistakes, and bad judgment. We flash the insecurities we've had since childhood, and then we come back together. Until next time. Hold on, let me share this one other quote as well. We hug, but there are no tears. For every awful thing that has been said and done, she is my sister. Parents die, daughters grow up and marry out, but sisters are for life. She is the only person left in the world who shares my memories of childhood, our parents, Shanghai, our struggles, our sorrows, and yes, even our moments of happiness and triumph. My sister is the one person who truly knows me as I know her. The last thing May says to me is, when our hair is white, we'll still have our sister love. That makes me just, because, I only have sisters. And they are my best friends. And it's so true. And bringing these invisible things to light, these invisible statements to light, these invisible facts to light, that it is true. Your parents will die. And when you have daughters, they will marry out and they'll leave you. But your sisters, your siblings, they are the ones who journey with life with you so closely and that know you from the beginning. And it just reminds me as well to keep my sisters close, because nobody can know me like my sisters. No one can justify my actions like my sisters. No one can love me like my sisters. Again, I love beautiful books. I love beautiful writers. I love beautiful words. I respect authors. I respect words. I respect poetry. I respect beauty. And I love it. So yeah, right now I'm currently taking a break from reading Lisa C because I know that when I finish her books, I'm going to be very sad. So I figure let me slow down on reading all of her books. So I'm currently reading Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. I also love Haruki Murakami. If you notice, I seem to love Asian authors, and I do. I'm not quite sure why. I think there's a depth that, and maybe it's a cultural thing, I have no idea, but there's a depth there that I am in love with, and I keep exploring, and I don't know, but yeah, that is my favorite book right now. Those are some of my favorite quotes right now, and also I love really reading Asian books right now, so that was like a 3-for-1. Let's go on to music. Okay, so my favorite song right now is called Breakthrough by Chibike. And hold on, just let me play it for you. Lord, I need more than a breakthrough. I need your help when I call on you. Need you to tell me I'll be just fine. Whenever I call, you answer. Discover that your ways are better than all of mine. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. I have been I have been listening to that song non-stop over and over and over again. One, because it's just a beautiful song, and two, the message is just so pure. Yeah, I feel like it's self-explanatory. But yeah, it's a beautiful book. I keep saying book. It's a beautiful song. And if you have the opportunity, please go listen to it. It is beautiful. Another thing that I've been listening to a lot, I've noticed that recently I do not like, I guess I don't like songs with words in it. So I've been listening to a lot of instrumentals, a lot of classical music, just things that, just things without words. So another really good like instrumental is called Savior. Let me play it really quickly as well. I know it starts off like that. Hold on, let's go back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Listen. Can you hear it? Listen. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and listen to it go up. Hold on. Oh, it's just so sweet. It's just so sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's one more instrumental I'm going to play. It's called One Thing I Desire instrumental, and it is just the most beautiful, beautiful song, instrumental, I don't know, that I've ever listened to. Hold on. This is my favorite part right here. Oh, it's just so sweet. Like, it just makes me feel like, like I'm sitting in, like, I don't know. 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 Yeah. So that's the music that I've been listening to recently. And I think all of these songs coupled together, like just being played on repeat to nauseum, it just makes me feel like I exist in this place of just persistent hope. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like, you know, the excitement before fireworks go off, that's what I feel like I am constantly existing in with all of these songs for whatever reason. And I mention a lot, I'm intentional about how my life feels. I think I have especially curated my life experience to feel like this, especially just with, what I'm currently around, what I'm currently listening to, what I'm currently reading. And yeah, I love, love, love these songs right now. So my next favorite section will be my moleskins. If you don't know what a moleskin is, it is a specific brand of journal, and you guys know I am a huge proponent of journaling. I have been journaling for many, many years now, and I plan to continue to journal for many, many more years. And I only journal in this one specific journal type, which is specifically a moleskin large. I will not journal, I will not write in anything other than a moleskin large. And I don't know why. I think it's just because, one, I'm so used to these specific journals that every time I get a new one, it feels familiar. It feels like the last one. I'm used to the size. I'm used to the line density. I'm used to the paper color. I'm used to the way that the paper feels on my hand. I'm used to how it feels when I have to walk around with it. I specifically buy bags and purses that can fit this size journal. I love, love, love this journal. And I figure if I'm going to talk about the journal, I should talk about something that I wrote in the journal, right? And here is something that I wrote a couple months ago that I just think is beautiful. Hold on one second. Okay, so here it is. I worry, but I need to continue to remember I am doing the best I can with what I know. Life will not move forward if I decide to do nothing. Is this the right way? I don't know. But the one thing that I can do is to move forward. So I will keep moving forward. I don't know. I don't know what was going on during that time. Actually, I could probably read a couple pages for it to see what was going on. But I think that this is a really good lesson in young adulting that you should just continue to experience, continue to live life. Do not allow yourself to stay in one place because you don't know the type of decision that you should make or what to do next. The next decision is the next right one, not staying in place. And I just thought that was really beautiful. I hope that one day I myself will write books that will be deep and that will be captivating and that will also have a lot of these lessons that I am learning and quotes that I've written myself and quotes that I've loved and authors that I've been inspired by as well. I truly, genuinely hope that. So I'm trying to think of two more to make it five, but right off the bat, I really can't think of two more. Actually, I might be able to think of two more. One just popped in my head. But one thing that I have been loving recently is my church. I love my church. And not for the reasons you're probably thinking of. My church is beautiful, but I love the community. I'm not super involved in the community yet because I recently just started going to that church. I just moved. But I've been there for like 7 months now. So that's long enough to not necessarily be a stranger. But I have just been kind of like slowly watching, slowly observing. And I get the, like, I'm not super close vibe yet, but I'm like new to this place kind of treatment. And it's still really, really sweet. And I just love the fact that they're there. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I relocated to places where they didn't even have the specific type of church I go to there. So to be here and have this specific type of church here, and also to be able to engage with this community in the way in which I want to engage with them, I just think it's beautiful. I just think it is the most lovely thing ever. I really genuinely enjoy going to church on Sunday, if for anything, being able to see the community, although I'm not necessarily a part of it because I'm not ready for that, but being able to know that this exists for me when I'm ready to sit in it. Oh, it's beautiful. And I mean, as much as like for the fact that I go to the church, right? Obviously, I'm a part of the community, but I just know that there's just so much more love that I can experience there. There's so much more wisdom I can gain. There's a family for me yet to be built in this place, and I I love still being able to look at the possibilities of the fact, not yet be completely immersed. And I want to be slow and intentional about how I immerse myself in this community, in a way that is meaningful but is also impactful. I don't know if that makes sense to everyone. You know, when you're eating, and you're eating something that you really enjoy, I'm one of those people who, when I'm eating something that I really enjoy, I like to slow down and eat it. And from someone else's perspective, it may look like I don't really like it, or I'm not super enthusiastic about it, but actually quite the opposite. I want to sit and I want to experience every flavor, every taste. I want to, there's a saying, it's like memorialize. I don't know. I want to keep this experience very, very close to me, to where it's to make it last longer. And I think that's how I am with this community as well. Like, I want to stay a stranger for just a little bit longer so I can just experience the beauty from outside. Because I find that once you start going inside of something, you don't really see it the same as you did when you were on the outside. It might be silly, it might be strange, it might not make sense. How and ever. This is how I live life. So yeah, I am really loving church right now. And you know what? I have a fifth one. And I know what just to say. I have recently been loving getting to work really early, like super early. I don't know what it does for me, but I love that feeling of the calm before the storm. The storm being the regular workday, and everyone kind of walking through, making calls, hearing different people having meetings, you know. But being there early, there's this serenity, this peace, it almost feels romantic that I feel in the morning when I get there early, which makes me look forward to getting there early the next day as well. Like super duper early, and just sitting in that peace, feeling like this space that I share with hundreds of other people is mine, just even for just a couple hours. I love that feeling. And another favorite, we're gonna give you guys an extra 6, right? Is being with you guys. I cannot articulate and explain how much it means to me that you are listening to me. That I even have this platform, that I have this stage, that I have this ability to speak to people. It is quite the privilege, and my dream is that I will be able to do this for the rest of my life. My dream is that this is what retires me. And my dream is that I get to continue to do this and be on this journey. All the while, I get to continue to support you on your journey and be a cheerleader to you and be excited for you and be optimistic to you, and to love on you guys as well, and to be able to journey through time with you guys, because I genuinely think, no, I genuinely know that we are going to do great things. I sincerely believe in the potential of a seed, and I am so excited for our futures because I know that we have just been placed into the ground. I know that there is so much to come out of us. There's so much fruit. There's so much harvest that is yet to come. And I'm excited to be on this journey with you. I really do look forward to the future. And I look forward to seeing what God is doing in all of our lives. So, yeah, you guys are also a huge, big favorite of mine. And I do not take you guys for granted at all. All right, y'all. I did not get any dilemmas this week. So we are going to move past that. I love you guys ever so much, if you can't tell. On Instagram, you can follow me at with Fikayo. I also have a YouTube. I've started a YouTube channel, you guys. And I've kind of just been documenting my life journeys on there as well. The podcast is what is going to be ever so close to my heart. On YouTube will probably be more for vlogs. And so you can see kind of the day-to-day of my life. But yeah, I love you guys ever so much. Please don't ever forget that. And please, I used to say this before, I don't say it anymore, but laugh really loud and pray all of the time, okay? All right. Bye-bye, guys.